In this video, we are going to set up a template or workspace you can use for your MIDI projects. Everyone has different needs, obviously. This tutorial is to familiarize you with the tools. Let's get started. Let's start with getting rid of the tracks we don't need. We can always add tracks as needed. Hold down left shift. Click on tracks 5 through 16. Now right-click and select the group menu. Pick Remove. We now have 4 tracks that will form the basis of our template. Double-click track 1. Press Ctrl X. Type in guitar. Now double-click track 2 and name it piano. Name the next one bass. Name track 4 drums. On the right, click on 4. This is how you designate which instruments go into which track. For general MIDI, drums are always on track 10. If your synth is different, go ahead and choose the track needed. Click on the metronome button. Click on Internal to disable it. Click on MIDI. Make sure the MIDI channel is set to 10. This is the default channel. To set how loud you want the metronome, adjust the loudness slider wherever you want it. Adjust the MIDI note slider to choose what drum sound you want for the metronome. I like the closed hi-hat. F# 3. Since we're setting up this template for standard 4/4 time, leave the resolution at 1/4. I generally turn off lead-in. I like to start recording at measure 2, since it's difficult to do so at the very beginning. Measure 1 then becomes my lead-in, which I'll show you in the next video. Go ahead and close the metronome panel. Click on track 1. Drag out the window until it almost fills the area. Hold down the right mouse button and select the Show tab and select Key Scale Mode. You'll see a check mark appear. In Amiga software, you can hold down the right mouse button while selecting or deselecting menu items. With the Show menu still open, drop further down and deselect Piano Roll and Note Velocity. Now drop down and select Control Change and Program Change. Now select the pencil tool. F1 is the shortcut key. At the bottom of the screen, left-click with the pencil tool at the far left where it says Program. A small dialog panel will come up. Move the slider until it says 25. This is the program change for steel string guitar. Now left-click in the Control Change bar. CC0 should be showing. A line will appear. Since this is not an accurate way to select control change values, click on the magnifying glass tool. A small window will open up. Hold down the left mouse button and slide it onto the very left of the measure. Notice that the number shown in the small magnifying glass dialog is whatever you entered with the pencil tool. We want to change that to 8. Hit Enter. The gray line will drop down. You have changed the steel string guitar to a 12-string guitar. If you make a mistake, use the Magic Wand tool. Shortcut key F2. To check the sound, press the 0 key on the numeric keypad to initialize the change in the patch. Have your synth manual handy so you'll know what control change messages to enter when assigning different patches. Before we close the track window, let's assign a key signature. Click on the pencil. In the K and SM parameter, Click and hold down the left mouse button. Select G and then Major. We want to assign the same key signatures to the other tracks. We will do the drum track separately. Hold down the right mouse button and select Master. Pick Export, then Key and Scale mode. This will send the changes to the other tracks. Now select Preferences and choose Align Flags with Beat. This way, when you move a flag, it will snap to the note resolution instead of always snapping to the beginning of the measure. Also under Preferences, pick Perform All Tracks and Auto Redraw. If you want to preview a track in solo mode, without the other instruments playing, then deselect Perform All Tracks. Now close the track window to return to the main screen. These modifications are global. You don't need to do them for each track. Click on the drum track and make sure the key signature is set to C major. You don't want your drum notes cluttered up with sharps and flats. There are some other things concerning tracks that we'll cover in the next video.